Welcome back to the Welcome back to the IDYCA podcast. I'm Senior Airman Barron. This is. Welcome back to the IDYCA podcast. I'm Senior Airman Barron. This is.
I'm co-host Cadet Senior Airman Nelson.
And joining us today is.
I'm Airman First Class Macias X.
And I'm Senior Airman Sohrakoff.
Alright guys, so it's now week 16. How do you guys feel?
It's pretty crazy how fast everything's going. You know, I really didn't think that time would fly so fast.
It's honestly crazy because I remember being week 6, and I remember dreading 10 weeks from now because it was going to be week 16. But honestly, time flies here, and you have to value it. Like Mr. Billups said, you have to invest your time here.
How do you feel?
It feels pretty good. I mean, like it feels like it's only been a day, like since day 0, because I can still remember day 0 pretty clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah.
It's crazy. Like sometimes you'll be thinking that day 0 was like yesterday, but
I still remember everything.
I don't think I'm ever gonna forget day 0. That's something that's probably gonna always.
Don't drop your bags.
Yeah, or go to the back of the line.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember if you were looking around in a room,
don't look, make eye contact with me. That's weird.
Head straight forward.
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely adapted to like the rules here. Like I'm honestly really like excited for like the future.
We've all
holds
grown
for
so
us.
much. I could see it, the entire squadron. We've all grown so much, and I'm very proud of all of us.
It seems so like easier now. You know what I mean? Like after we picked up after things. I mean, it took like a couple weeks, but practicing the same thing over and over and like having schedules and all that, it gets easier. You know?
Yeah, I mean, talking about like the schedules, how do you guys think like they're gonna adapt to like your life out of here?
It's gonna be difficult at first. I mean, but we've already made it this far. Who's to say we can't make it even further? You know what I mean? It's gonna be difficult out of here. We're gonna have to adapt to the not new environment, but the old environment that we've changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
like all of the tech sergeants tell us like you're gonna go back to the same stuff, but there's gonna be a different version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like every day does get easier, but there's still those challenges you face that someday they just tick you off more than the others. And I feel like some days it's just harder than the others, but it's long days, fast weeks.
Yes.
I'm just so glad that we're gonna have like all this support here though. You know, we'll still always be able to like call them or like
Write
can
them
I
letters.
FaceTime you? You know what I mean? And we'll always be in contact with them one way or another.
Yeah, like to be honest, I have never wrote a letter before I came here.
Mm-hmm. But what about you, Barron?
Me? Yeah. Yeah. What's the question?
Out of here, how do you think how do you think you'll adapt to the new the environment getting out
Like
of here?
outside of here at home.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be really hard because like even on Sundays like, it's hard to sleep in. Like I can see the light outside and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't go to sleep
like
anymore.
you just have that habit of waking up early and it's
Just
like
this morning that happened. I feel it's all of us.
Yeah, like I was up and then I heard someone walking and I was already putting up my hair and then
like
my shoes too and then I was looking around and everybody was like nobody turning on the light. I was like
everyone was awake this morning.
I feel like it has a lot to do with the weather change though, because like there's more sunlight early in the morning and it's gotten so hot. Like I remember we used to complain about the cold
and now we're complaining about the
I know, it is so hot up here.
So and we ran the 2 mile today. How did you guys feel about that?
Honestly, I can't believe I ran 16 miles in 18 minutes. 16 laps in 18 minutes.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
I told myself from the beginning that like I can't do that, but like I did it, and like it's honestly crazy what like you can do here. Like you come in like not knowing who you are, and like I think that's like a really big place. I think that's a really big thing about this place is you find out who you are, and like it means a lot.
And it's not just that like there's people that help you like the tech sergeants.
Yeah, like you gotta love the tech sergeants. Like all of their sayings, like just everything they do to motivate you. Like obviously we have our bad days, but like they always say to us, your cadre reflects on you. And I feel like throughout the weeks here we've had really good weeks, and I value all our moments.
So do I. I think it's pretty cool, and I enjoy the time that they invest into us. I mean, I know it's not easy, like especially our mentors. I want to give like a shout out to our mentors because they invest our time in us, and you know we should be grateful for that every day. Mentor Day is actually coming up So we're all pretty excited
Off
about
campus,
that.
too.
I honestly can't even believe it's the end of April.
Even
already.
home pass.
Even home pass, yeah.
I mean, home pass is what, in 3 weeks?
5 more days.
I don't even.
But who's counting?
I think
Oh,
all of
wait.
us.
No. I can't believe that we came like this far, and it's flew so fast.
If we're being specific, it's day 100.
Yeah. Who's counting?
109. Jeez.
Yeah, but I guess it's like we've all grown so much, and I'm very proud of like every single one of us. Like we've all come so far from day 0 to what, week 16, like
Day 100.
Yeah.
100.
And mock interview day is coming up. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel like I do so bad with interviews, but once we started practicing in like Mr. Hill's class, going around just
The
like with
handshakes.
each other. Yeah, the handshakes.
Honestly, I'm so thankful for Mr. Hill. Like,
Yeah.
as hard as he can be with us and like blunt, like he shows us like what it is to actually be out there. Like he'll say, "It's not like that in the real world. They won't care."
Yeah.
Like we know what it's like.
He
we don't know.
knows.
We don't know what we're actually going through until like we get out there again. Like even STCs on Fridays, like you're out there, like just like you have to like I take in every moment and like appreciate everything because like I haven't been around that, and it like makes me think, wow, I'm gonna value this so much like after. Like even just sitting down to eat a meal. Like I never thought that I would be so thankful for that.
Yep. But what about you, Barron? Like how do you feel about mock interview day?
It
Are you
feels so sudden.
nervous?
Like I didn't think I was gonna be here this far. Like I don't know why, but like in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna make it that far.
Yeah.
Like, cause I remember our first class is like, yeah, you guys are gonna get interviewed. It's gonna be called like mock interview day, and everybody was nervous. But
Yeah, like I remember making the papers for like
Yeah.
week 16, like those goals, and like I feel like time just flies here.
yeah, and like I put mine. Oh, where's ours? We're right there,
Yeah,
and we
ours
lost a
is
few
the first
people.
one.
And yeah, we lost a few people, but
I mean, I think that's part of life though. You're gonna lose people. Life isn't always gonna be what you want it to be, but I think it's how you make it. And I think I really like what I say about that. How you choose your own choice, your own choices, and how they give you that second chance. Because without the second chance, I don't think I'd be who I am today.
I like how they push you. Like no matter who you are, like what you've done, they push you. And they push you to your limits, and they push you to the point where you don't think that you can even be there.
Yeah.
It's like today during the mile, I thought that I wasn't going to be able to finish it, honestly.
And you did.
Because it was so hard, but look at where I am right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like not only with like our cadre and stuff like that, with
With
like
the
each other,
teachers.
with each
Our
other.
teachers too,
Our
like-
teachers,
like
yeah.
when we were crossing the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bridge. I feel like we gained so much trust from that, like going on that hike.
Yeah, because a
and,
lot
like,
of us were crying. Like not
Yeah,
me, but
I mean, I feel like the bridge was definitely. I feel like it was another like achievement of ours that we all had as a flight. Cause our flight is one, and I feel like that just bonded us together a lot more. And just being able to soak in the moment and just think about everything. Like it brought us to peace, and I really love
I
that.
agree. So do you guys think you're gonna have like you're gonna keep any of your friendships from in here, like out of here?
For sure.
Of course,
For
yeah.
sure.
I've definitely made some sisters here, like
Like Coleman says,
yeah,
what
like
Coleman
good night,
says.
sisters.
Every single
Yeah.
night. Every single
Yeah,
night.
but I mean, I definitely value, like, I am so proud of her, like, all the stuff that she's, like, overcome. Like, I'm proud of all the girls, but I can say that there's definitely, like, some girls who, like, I've seen a lot of improvement. And, like, it's crazy that they don't recognize it for themselves, because, like, everybody needs to be acknowledged, and I really like that.
Yeah, well, I'm very proud of all of you. I mean, we're a sisterhood here. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. We're all gems, so I'm proud of that.
Yeah. And how everybody says gems aren't made of whatever they say.
no pressure,
but-
no gems.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
pressure,
no
no
gems.
gems.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, which tech student are you most thankful for?
Definitely Tech Sergeant McKinney.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had anybody push me to my limits as much as she has and give me life talks. I mean, she'll put me into her office and we'll talk about life, you know, like what it's gonna be like out of here. And she'll give me the rundown of it, and I'm very appreciative like how real she is.
Yeah, I definitely say to me, Tech Sergeant Stewart, like I don't show a lot of gratitude or love towards anyone because I grew up not being around that. But being here and like everybody showing me so much support, like it was different. I'm not used to that. But like hearing her like that she cares about me and she's invested in me, it makes me want to make her proud. And like even with the mistakes that I've done here and like the bridges that I burned with a couple of cadets, like she makes me want to just start over and like be new. Like she's definitely my motivation to like cross that finish line and to like graduate. Like I look at every day like at all the tech sergeants that come in, and like just like how you said, like they invest so much in us, and like we never truly know how much it means. Like we never truly know what's going on with the person.
I'm thankful for every single, like, each of our cadre, you know? Every single one has, like, showed us something else. Something different. Like, Tech Sergeant Ulrich, she like...
teaches us, like, gratitude.
Yeah. Or, like,
like,
Tech
appreciate
Sergeant
the little
Spaniel,
things.
she teaches us, like, peace and, like, you know,
The
when she
yoga?
took us up on the yoga
Yeah.
and we did yoga, like, it was
PWX.
so calming, though.
Yes.
Or, you know, Tech Sergeant Stewart. She teaches us to be like on it,
and
on
like she
time,
teaches us to like
on-
to be ourselves, like how she is. She's herself all the time, and like I value that so much about her. How she can always be herself around us, and she doesn't care to be judged or anything. Like,
And then,
like I just love like her values and everything.
you know, and then like Tech Sergeant McKinney, you know, she's like always pushing, like being stern.
You know who I want to shout out? Tech Sergeant Allen.
Tech Sergeant
Like
Allen.
Tech Sergeant Allen, I feel like we don't realize it, but he pushes us every day. Like he will stare at us, but I feel like it's those stares like, oh, she's doing better today. Oh, that person's doing
Or oh, I better
Like-
get to what I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be doing, you know.
Yeah, and like I feel like he inspires me. Like I don't wanna be like him, but like I wanna grow to like be something of him, because like he's done a lot of accomplishments in his life, and like who he is today, like I would be proud to say that I am that person.
He was in the Marines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's-
So like he's probably, I know he's like told us a couple stories and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but it's so crazy to think that like he's here for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's been soothed so much, but now he's like here and he'll tell us stories and stuff.
Yeah, like I like it when he opens up because he's so
Mhm.
serious all the time.
But he's funny though too. It's like that
Yeah.
night when
Quack, quack.
yeah.
Or he was just like, we said goodnight, Pierce, and he was like, good night, Jen.
Yeah.
So serious.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tech Sergeant, you're rich. In case you're watching this, I love you.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
And she was in the Navy.
I
Like,
know,
That's a
see?
big commitment.
That is.
And like when she was telling us about her boating story, I don't think everybody was there, but she was telling us about how she was scared to get shipped out, and she went 6 months and she loved it, and she has to stay another 6, and like life happens, but like you gotta do everything that you love with all of your commitment and with passion.
Or like that class we had Master Newcomb, do the
Yeah.
uncomfortable work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's-
what she said, like would you treat someone how you want yourself to be treated?
Mhm.
Like I really like that.
I feel like
Because-
Or like what your actions do reflect your character.
Mhm.
That-
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah. Do you guys want to hit in shoutouts?
Of course. Actually, you can start. Go ahead.
Well, that's my nickname, X-Ray, as you guys could tell. I want to take a shout out to my mom for being my biggest motivator and the reason I'm still here today. I love her so much, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here, and I'm so thankful for that. So,
Go ahead.
I want to shout out to my parents and like how if they didn't push me to like coming here and stuff, I don't think I would be learning so much as I am right now and making bonds that I am right now. So thank you guys, and I love you guys. So.
Well, I want to give a shout out to my mom and my best friend. They pushed me to come here, and I'm so thankful that I did.
I want to say thank you, Mom, and my tia, and my tío, and Chelo, Tito, and Marco. Thank you for letting me come here and like taking the chance on me to let me go for a little bit. But yeah, thank you. And Tech Sergeant George. Oh yeah.
and Tech Sergeant Mitchell.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!